When I was like 7 or 8, school asked us to write an essay about our moms for Mother's Day, and they were going to choose the best ones and submit them to the newspaper. And mine actually got chosen, and it was something really special for my mom and something she's always treasured. We still have the newspaper, and so it's kind of come full circle because I saw a few weeks ago on Facebook that they were kind of doing the same thing for dads for Father's Day. And I was really excited to have the opportunity to do something for my dad. So Dad, I love you. Happy Father's Day. I wrote a little thing here, and so I'm going to reference it a couple times. I just want to hit on a couple of my dad's really awesome qualities. One is my dad has endless patience for play and for silliness, and he always has. He's not a generally patient person, but always when it came to play and silliness, we would poke at him and prod at him and ride him like a horse and roughhouse. And I was laughing because I was remembering one story when we had all taken a family road trip, and somehow my sister and I got our hands on this long peacock feather. And from over the seat, we'd tickle his head, and he'd hit his own head, and we'd do it over and over again. And he always had patience and would always just play endlessly with us. So I really love him for that. Another thing that I really love about my dad, and honestly, he's the only person in my whole life that has this quality, and I really appreciate it. My dad will totally respect your whims, your wild whims, and all of your dreams, no matter how kind of outlandish they are or silly. If you tell him you're thinking about something, he'll sit down and immediately try and start to help you facilitate that. He never makes you feel silly, and he never makes you second guess yourself, and he never interrogates you about if you've done your research, and he goes with it, and he's always your cheerleader, and I appreciate that a lot. My dad is extremely wise. He's very street smart. He grew up, in the 50s and without a lot of parental supervision. He moved out by the time he was 17. He owned a home at 18. He worked for the studios, and from there he's always been a business owner for over 40 years. And I have immense respect for my dad because he's done really well, and he's also done really poorly, but my dad has the courage and the commitment to see out both the peaks and valleys, and that's a quality all in its own, because most people don't have the strength and the courage to write it out and to believe in themselves, and he always has, and he's a great role model, and I just have immense respect for him in that aspect. And lastly, one thing I want to say about my dad is that he is a tough cookie, man. He is, you're difficult sometimes, Dad. But he really has a heart of gold, and he has a very soft heart. My dad gives to others and volunteers and helps those in need without ever wanting any recognition for it. In fact, I probably don't know 10% of the nice things he's done for others, but the ones I have found out about haven't been because he's told me. It's just organic. But whether it's making sandwiches for homeless people and passing them out, or helping a man that had his tools stolen, and my dad took him to Lowe's and bought him new tools without saying a word about it. He volunteers in the community. He always has. He's taken meals to seniors. The list is really endless, and I think the world's just a better place for having you in it, Dad. And I love you, and me and Randy are very lucky to have you. And thanks for being our dad. Happy Father's Day.